You talked about the digital teammates and the human teammates and the role of management to manage this integrated workforce of people and AI together. Touch a little bit about what does that look like, from a AI teammate as a coworker, and then AI teammate you have to manage as a leader. You brought up both perspectives on this is the new norm. So how do you get to this new norm?
It is interesting to think about, from all these different personas, Shri. I think you set that up really well. That in some cases, I'm doing my job and AI is my companion. They're kind of helping me and it's helping me and supporting me. And I think that's the way a lot of us in recent years have started to see and interact with platforms like Copilots and others that can help me to do my job. And certainly on the other end of the continuum is that threat that my job is going to be impacted in a negative way, that I will be replaced by AI. And I realize that there are some very polarizing views there, some who feel that jobs will be placed at risk and some who are adamant that they won't. I think I tend to land a bit more in the middle here. I think that there are some jobs that will be placed at risk through automation or otherwise. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing because most of us don't enjoy doing such rote tasks that are so easily replaceable through automation. Most of us would rather do more human, interesting, and challenging tasks that stimulate our brains every day, especially if we've chosen to work in the field of research and development. But as I've seen different demos and use cases developed out there around what a digital workforce could look like, it's really been exciting and eye-opening for me to start to see demonstrations showing what an agentic enabled workforce starts to look like and how I can have my CRAs doing some tasks or data managers doing some tasks, but some of them are actually not being handled in just a robotic, repetitive way, but by a workforce that can make certain decisions and check in with me periodically, one that I can monitor and oversee through different dashboards of watching these workers. And I think for many of us that are not AI scientists. I don't code and I don't build these tools myself. I tend to be more of a user. I think a lot of these demonstrations that start to humanize what a digital workforce looks like, I think are a great way to tell that story and to help our non-technical friends start to
Yeah.
see and appreciate what this will look like in terms that look familiar.